Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV24. It is Wednesday, April the 10th, and Wednesday means Oven Odyssey Day. So we have Chef Dave and Susan Shipman in the house, and of course always adding a little dose of garlic to our menu, our friend John Garlic in the house. Good morning all.
Hey, hey.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. So happy to have you all in the studio. Of course, I always look forward to our Wednesday morning. So Chef, give us a little hint. What are we having today?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
This morning we're having pork scallopini over English muffins with
That.
yeah, with eggs Benedict and hollandaise sauce. So we're very excited about that. I've got a stick of butter melting right now for our hollandaise sauce. We're going to do that first. We've got some water on the boil for the poached eggs. I'm going to go ahead now and add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar to the water. Go ahead, ask me why.
Yeah, please tell us why.
The vinegar helps the egg whites cook and it keeps it tighter, so you're not going to get that spread from the poached egg.
Spread with vinegar.
Really?
That's good to know.
Absolutely.
That is good.
So-
I actually was talking about poached eggs this weekend, and because one of my friends was talking about having an egg poacher, and I said I don't really even know what a poached egg is. So tell me.
So a poached egg is an egg that is cooked in simmering water, and it basically just tightens up about like that, and you're going to have a nice cooked egg white and then a nice loose yolk. And we've got some beautiful farm fresh eggs from the Shipman farm, and they're going to do their job. If I can do my job, we're going to make some noise with the food processor this morning.
Oh, I see the food processor.
And yeah, we're adding stuff. I'm running out of table over here. So we've got, while our butter's melting, we're going to go ahead and get our yolks in the food processor. So we're going to start with 6 egg yolks.
Here we go. Watching how he cracks the eggs. The art of egg cracking.
The art of egg cracking.
Yeah,
And just
the yolks on me,
play
and we get those
handsy
yolks in
with the
there.
yolks.
As long as he doesn't say oops, everything's good.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
We brought extra eggs in case there was an oops.
Oh, the poor ladies
Extra
were-
eggs.
Uh-huh.
The girls have
Sorry,
been
can't help it.
it's warming up out, and so they're more inclined to lay eggs when
So
when
here's an oops egg that doesn't want to go. It's got some stuff in there that I don't want to use there. It's got a little.
Sometimes they have a hernia and when they ovulate, and it puts a little spot in the egg that is untoward.
Yep, this one had a little blood in it. That's why you always want to do your eggs separate and not just crack them straight into something.
Oh, gotcha.
And the
Nice.
whole shell thing is a thing too.
Yep.
Yes, there's the shell thing.
So there's 4 egg yolks there. Our butter is, I'm going to turn that off. Our butter is melted. We want the butter to be hot. What's going to happen is we'll add the butter in last, and it's actually going to cook the eggs. But we don't want to scramble the eggs, so we want to make sure that
So the butter cooks the egg.
And if I-
Hollandaise.
normally I would melt this butter in the microwave. It's just easy, and you're not going to burn it up and get it clarified. We just want nice, hot, melted butter there. So there's that.
Okay.
Everything's better with butter.
Better with butter. So we're going to pour the butter into the.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Is that a
Well
gift from you?
It
Miss
is.
Susan?
I stole
Oh.
it actually.
Oh, you stole it.
He asked if he could have it, actually. And so, yeah,
Siblings.
whatever we
So
need to do.
yeah. So there's our 4 egg yolks. We've got our hot melted butter there, and we're going to add a pinch of cayenne pepper to this.
Oh, yeah. Cayenne pepper's
Yeah.
good stuff. Yep.
Pinch of salt.
Salt.
Yes.
2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice,
Oh. Oh.
which I'm going to squeeze into a bowl here so that I can catch the seeds.
Dave told me that if you put your
limes or lemons in the microwave for just a squidge before you try to squeeze them, then it loosens them up and more of the juice comes out.
Yep, about 15 seconds is where
Okay.
you would
say
want to be
squidge
there.
is
And
not
you'll
setting
you'll
on
really get
You don't
twice
have
as
that
much
on yours?
I don't have
juice.
squid.
That's a great tip.
If you
So
do that.
15 seconds in the microwave before you want to
Yep,
squeeze.
15 or 20 depending on your microwave.
Okay.
But they'll blow up if you do
Yeah.
it too long.
So
Yeah.
make sure you're paying attention to it.
Yes.
15 seconds
Don't walk
max.
away. It's like the popcorn thing. Don't walk away.
30 seconds, when I cut into it, it squirts me in the face, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice here. I'm going to strain out the seeds.
Look at that.
Food processors are quite handy.
Very handy. You can do this with a wire whip.
He's just showing off.
Well, this is a whole lot faster and easier, and
It's going to make noise.
it does a better job. Because
It
if you
does.
don't
Alright.
get the egg yolks whipped enough, the sauce is going to break on you. So we don't want that.
Broken sauce.
Broken sauce is no good.
Warning, this might be a little
we go.
loud, viewers.
The broken sauce. There was a movie about that.
So I'm going to
broken
cook these
sauce.
eggs for a couple of minutes, get the yolks going there, and leave it running, and I'm going to slowly pour the melted hot butter into it. Slowly is the key, and this is true with hollandaise sauce. From this sauce, we could make béarnaise sauce by adding fresh tarragon. It's true of making salad dressings when you're incorporating oil into it, because you want to slowly emulsify the fat into the sauce or dressing that you're making. So, ready for
Chef
takeoff?
Here we go.
Here we go,
Emulsify,
everyone.
yes. That's a
Oh,
good
that's
chef
not
word.
super
That's
loud.
not so loud.
Okay.
Wow.
Not up to helicopter speed yet.
No, I've had air conditioners louder than that.
Yeah, really. So slowly pour
Slowly,
your
look at
butter.
Emulsifying.
Ooh,
That's really handy. You can continue running the food processor while you pour in the
Yeah.
liquid.
look at that. Great lab technique there.
Yes.
Yep.
He looks like he knows what he's doing.
Slowly. So, it's really interesting. So far, it's just
a nice, smooth, creamy sauce.
Dave, can you do that with ghee also?
We'll have to save the questions
Save
until
the
after the
questions
food
for later. Look at
processing is processed.
so. How much butter is that he was? putting in
It
there?
was a stick,
A
a whole
whole
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
So is that what,
Why
a
do
cup? A
less?
stick of butter is a half a cup, or
It is.
a half a cup?
So half cup of butter.
Ghee. I was asking about ghee, if you could use that instead of butter.
You can use ghee instead
Thank
of butter,
you.
absolutely. The key is it's got to be hot. So some recipes say do this with a wire whisk and a mixing bowl and double boiler and all that jazz. You don't have to do all that. This is a quick and easy hollandaise sauce. You saw it took about 2 minutes and the sauce is done. So
Oh, nice.
the consistency you're looking for,
Lovely.
So it's just hollandaise sauce is just egg and butter
and lemon juice.
And lemon juice.
And a little cayenne.
And a little cayenne and a little salt.
A little salt.
So whoever's been making you think that was a really big ordeal, it's apparently not.
I always
So-
thought it was.
Once again, we're making a breakfast that we can make look very fancy that's really not that complicated. So that's kind
Yay.
of the goal here. So we're going to set our
I
hollandaise
don't know
sauce
what I thought
aside.
hollandaise sauce was. I just didn't think it was that.
I knew it was egg, but I didn't. I really thought it was something that,
And if you really want to jazz up your presentation, get you a plastic squeeze bottle and put the hollandaise in that, and you can
Draw pictures,
draw pictures with your
Wasn't
sauce.
that fancy?
on the
sign
dish.
names.
Oh, we can put like the restaurant logo
Absolutely.
on there.
Yes.
Oh, that would be so cute to put the little Oven Odyssey
Yeah,
O's
oh,
on
oh.
there and
Oh yeah,
Cute.
yeah, that's a lot.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
fancy.
Yes.
Oh
Oh
heavens.
yeah.
Is that what you're planning to do this morning?
That sounds like a lot.
It does.
So your English muffins can go in the toaster. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to do this in the skillet because we've got a skillet and I don't have a toaster.
Oh.
I like skillet
I like
Yeah.
skillet.
toast. Yeah.
Huh.
Because there's more butter involved.
Exactly.
Always a good thing.
So we're going to butter that up.
Always better with butter.
Don't recommend sticking your hand in the skillet.
That was a thing once, wasn't it? Always better
think-
with butter.
I think so.
We've split our English
Back in the
muffins
day
and we're
before
putting
you
them.
were
Blue bonnet. Everything's better with blue bonnet on it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
I know Paula
everything-
Dean always loved the butter.
Yeah,
she
Paula
would
Dean
take
butter, yeah.
Yeah, she would take shots of butter. She would melt butter and take a shot
I
of
wonder what
butter.
else she's putting in the butter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if her cardiologist was good with
Butter
that.
with
You know,
butter shots. Never
butter
heard
shot.
of that.
So-
Great.
While our English muffins are toasting up, we're going to go ahead and prepare our pork. So these were some lovely little pork. It's from a pork loin, and they're thin cut, great little breakfast cut. And we're going to pound them out a little bit to make them thinner for scallopini. So I've cut them in half. I'm going to start with 2 at a time. I got a little plastic wrap on the butcher block. Fold the wrap over the pork. You can do this same technique with chicken, pork tenderloin, veal, whatever you want to do. And then, don't know that that's going to work on the
That may
table.
not work like what
On a
you think.
countertop, it might be a little
Yeah,
different.
on the countertop,
Yeah.
it's much different, and a little meat mallet gets the job done. You can also push them out with your fingers like this.
Meat
And it's
mallet.
really fun too to take that
It
meat
is.
mallet and
Yes.
just
Get your aggressions out. Take care of
Yes.
that road rage you've been
Yes,
doing.
and it
Yes.
tenderizes your meat and it's delicious.
That's it.
So, yeah, take care of that road rage.
So we just want to get
Right.
this a little bit thinner.
That's
Make it a
called
little
You can
bit
do
more
morning
tender.
practice.
Meat mallet
Yes, thank
therapy.
you. Thank you, John.
Mallet therapy.
We all
Add
need
that to
it.
the list
so
of
funny.
therapies.
Therapeutic interventions, meat mallet.
Excellent.
Going to flip our English muffins over. Again, the toaster would work just
Very
fine for this.
They use that in my group class, next class. Bring a bunch of meat
Y-
mallets
yes,
to people and
I
say,
think-
okay.
That could be
Well,
dangerous.
you know, food is therapy, and it could be, you know, therapeutic to
Pound.
cook. And definitely, if you put the meat mallet in and get that involved, then it takes it to a whole other level. So,
Well, you know,
Indeed.
my whole therapeutic intervention is action is the cure. So
There you go.
meat mallets, that's an
There's
action.
action
an
definitely
action.
involved in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's that works.
and then you get great tenderized meat.
Hello,
Yeah.
English muffin.
So we have some nice little toasted buttered English muffins there. We've turned our pan off for a minute. Finishing getting this pork settled in.
So
Those
what you-
burners are the
what
coolest.
What are you scallopiniing?
I'm scallopining the pork loin, which is basically a pork chop without the bone in it. Pork loin's a great deal. You can buy a pork loin about this big for a couple of $2-3 a pound, and cut it. You can slice half of it into pork chops. You take the other half, wrap it up, put it in the freezer, and do a little roasted pork loin with it. You can do some breakfast action with it like this, like we're doing today. And it's very versatile. It's tender. It's lean.
And so using the plastic there is so that it doesn't splooge all over the kitchen when
Yes.
you're smacking the meat
Absolutely.
around. Yeah, sorry.
Another good
But
word.
Hey,
you're welcome.
can we hold on that step? We've got to take a quick commercial break, but I don't want to miss this.
Outstanding.
Okay, so hey, we're going to go check in with your local area news and weather with Lacey Clontz, and we will be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Good morning, everyone. Today, temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees, and we will have a 90% chance of rain. And please, everyone, take precautions. Starting at 12 o'clock p.m., we are going to be under a flood watch, and that will be in effect until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Then tomorrow, also, high of 69 degrees with only a 40% chance of rain. And then finally, on Friday, it's going to be a beautiful day with all sunny skies and a high of 70 degrees and only a slight chance of rain at 20%. We are most likely going to see the sun that day, and it's going to be great. I'm Lacey Clontz with your TV 24
The
weather.
Noble Street Festival is coming back to historic downtown Anniston on April 13th. Don't miss your chance for an awesome free kids zone, exciting electric 80-mile-an-hour USA cycling races. We'll have live music all throughout the day with Edgewood Heavy leading the way. We're going to have live animal shows. We're going to have vendors. We expect up to 10,000 people. It'll be a great time. So come down to Noble Street April 13th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the Noble Street Festival in Sunny King Criterion.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klantz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 second news update. James and Jennifer Crumley were sentenced Tuesday to 10 to 15 years in prison each for their roles in the November 2021 high school mass shooting that was committed by their son. They were both found guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, one for each student their son murdered, all ranging from ages 14 to 17. Prosecutors argued that the parents could have prevented the massacre had they taken the smallest of steps, like putting a cable lock on the gun, storing it in a lock safe, and telling the school about the weapon when they were summoned over a troubling drawing their son had made on the morning of the shooting. It featured a gun, a human body bleeding, with the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." The Crumleys declared to get their son help within 48 hours and returned to their jobs. Just 2 hours later, he fired the first shot. Ethan Crumley was 15 at the time and pleaded guilty to his crimes and is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. 2 men accused of kidnapping 2 women and later robbing a Gunnersville jewelry store have been denied bond and ordered to remain in jail until their trial. According to authorities, Jonathan Banks and Andre Bergen abducted 2 women and stole their van outside of Birmingham and Brighton on March 28th. Once in the van, deputies say the men drove to Gunnersville with the women tied up in the back. Next, Banks and Bergen stopped at Griffin's Jewelers on Highway 431. Once there, the men stormed into the building and robbed the jewelers. Police say an employee was held at gunpoint until a manager fired his gun at the suspects. While they were inside, the 2 women in the van broke free of their ties and escaped. Banks and Bergen are charged with armed robbery in Marshall County and with kidnapping in Jefferson County. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klantz.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV24. Chef Dave is awaiting the cameras to show us what he is doing now. So what's going on over there, Chef?
Well, from the Don't Try This at Home department, we're warming up our hollandaise sauce in the semi-boiling water. At
So
great
don't
risk
try this
to-
at home.
Yeah,
Disclaimer.
it's like working without a net over here.
Yes, yes.
So we've got our skillet going, got a little butter in it, and we're going to go ahead and cook our pork scallopini. Going to season it with salt and pepper. No garlic today, except for you.
Yeah, that's why we brought garlic in. When it doesn't fit in the recipe, it fits right here in the chair.
Yeah,
It's in chair.
absolutely. We will have garlic every day.
A little salt.
Okay, and so the whole scallopini thing is just prissy pork.
Traditionally, this dish is made with ham. It originated it in about 1860 at Delmonico restaurant in Lower Manhattan. And you can do it with bacon, you can do it with pork, you can do it with
Salmon.
Canadian bacon, anything you can think of.
I've had it with
Salmon, yes.
before.
Salmon
Oh,
is an excellent
so
choice.
good.
Crab meat or a crab cake works
Yes.
well too. So we've got that seasoned up. Gonna get him going. Talk over our sizzle. We've got our water simmering, right? What's a simmer? That's not a rapid boil.
Simmer.
And we're gonna poach some eggs. So we've got a separate bowl to crack the eggs into. And that's important because we're going to slide them into the water, right? Well, I don't want to just drop it in there because it's going to crack.
The water
Or the
that has
eggs.
vinegar in it.
The water has a little vinegar in it. So we're careful with our egg. And then we just ease him into the water.
Oh, beautiful. Or her.
And we'll see how it goes.
Oh, so you're going to do more than one at a time, too. You're going to really show off.
Well, for the sake of television time, we're going to do more than one at a time.
Yes.
So no separation necessary. It's just the whole egg.
That's the whole egg.
Whole egg in the water and vinegar.
The water that's simmering, not boiling. Simmering water with vinegar.
If it's
Just white
boiling,
vinegar?
they go everywhere. Probably any vinegar works, but that was
This
white
is white
vinegar.
vinegar.
The
I wish we had the
scallopini.
camera on the top
On the
so we
top,
could see how
yeah.
it was.
We need the bald head camera, right?
Yeah.
We really do. We need a camera from up above on Wednesday.
The mini cam.
So they're going to do their thing. It takes about 3 minutes to poach an egg.
If everything goes well.
Right.
Our little cutlets are doing their thing.
Yay.
Our English muffins are ready.
It smells so good.
It does
I wish that we could share the smells through the camera.
Smell-o-vision. Don't you remember
Smell-o-vision?
We should
I
have a
don't.
live studio audience.
We really should.
I'll bring a chair.
Okay. Come on in, friends.
Yes.
Come on in and sit right down and make yourself at home.
There you go. Yes.
You give these cats a turn.
I don't know smell-o-vision, John. Is that really a thing?
There was
Not
back,
yet.
back in the 60s we talked about smell-o-vision.
That's when, yes, back in the 60s.
Right. Because
It
back
never
in the
happened,
60s,
though?
Back in the 60s, that was the psychedelic era, and people were
was.
feeling sounds and you know, yeah, and so smelling television was a thing. But you know, the Bozo the Clown in Romper Room added to that phenomenon by allowing you to buy the little plastic screen you could put on the TV.
Yes.
And they would do these things where you could draw on your TV screen with a little plastic so you wouldn't actually draw on the TV screen. Of course, those of us that ran out of the plastic
Yes.
drew on the TV
Yes,
screen.
Oh, no.
Woe
Your
be
parents probably
unto
didn't like
you.
that.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, parents don't take kindly to that.
No, see, that was interactive television back in the day. It was, you know,
Fun.
in Romper Room, they had the teacher with the magic mirror. Did you get Romper
I
Room?
didn't do Romper Room, no.
She had the magic mirror, and you would send in your kids' birthdays, and she would hold up the magic mirror in front of the camera, and she's, I see little Jimmy, happy birthday. And
Oh my goodness.
little Jimmy would be sitting at home going, oh my God, you can see
How
me.
could you see me? I'm picking my nose.
That's so cute. We
Yes.
should do a show like that. I
Well,
love that.
that's where that whole, you know, conspiracy theory about TVs watching you.
Uh-huh.
That's where that came
Was
from.
from Romper Room.
It was from
Oh,
the Romper
you are
Room thing.
crazy.
It's the Romper Room. Those kids grew
How you
up.
doing, Coach Man?
They got into
So
a
far, so
little bit
good.
of stuff. Maybe they mushrooms or something, and it became.
Okay.
It became the TV is watching us.
Oh, well, you know. Oh, I see an egg.
So here we have our poached egg.
Hello.
Yum.
Nice, runny, clean,
Lovely.
unbroken.
So far.
And you're gonna
that
get
easy.
some-
I didn't know.
Loose whites in there, that's normal. That's going to happen.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. And very carefully with a slotted spoon, we pull these guys out of the water.
Huh.
This is way easier than I thought.
Yeah, it really
But
is.
don't tell anybody.
Well, you heard it here first.
3 minutes, water, vinegar. How much
Wow.
vinegar did you put in that?
About 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of vinegar.
To about 2 quarts of water.
It's
Yep.
not going to pick up the vinegar taste.
It
It's
won't.
just going to help hold
And
it
you've
together.
got the lemon juice in the hollandaise sauce that's going to mask that even if it does, so it's not a problem. I like my eggs kind of runny, so I hope you guys do too.
Me too, especially if you have some kind of bread to sop it up with.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
See how our pork's coming along here?
If you order a Benedict and you don't like your eggs runny, because some people, don't, is there a way to specify? Is there a way to order?
You know,
There
as
ought
a
to
chef,
be.
I would tell you if you don't like your eggs runny, don't order eggs Benedict.
Boom, okay.
From me.
Yes, chef.
I think that's a great answer.
Very chefy.
Not to be too chefy about that.
That's pretty chefy.
Find another
That's
item
all
on the
right.
menu.
Yeah, eat somewhere else.
That was another great show on British television called The Chef.
The chef.
It was a comedy. Well worth watching, particularly if you're a chef.
I did watch a British comedy show that was in a department store.
That was Are You Being Served?
Are You Being Served? That was
I love that
hilarious.
show.
Yeah, that's a classic show.
That is a classic show, and it is wonderful.
Are you being served?
We should pick that
That's a
up on our
polite way to
station.
ask, right?
Are you being served?
Or are we
It was-
ignoring you
Yeah,
now?
it was a great show.
It was a great show. That was back in the day when they had, floor walkers on each floor. So when you walked in there was somebody to greet you and annoy you into buying something.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Yes. The bra department always used to trouble me way back in very young days because the bra fitting lady wants to come into the dressing room with you and help you fit the bra, and I'm like,
No?
I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And make sure that
for
you're getting
service.
the right amount of
Whatever.
support.
Yes, yes.
Only we could go from
I know.
poached eggs to
How
to
did
bra
that
fittings.
happen? I'm so sorry. Are you being
You never
served?
know
That's
on Wednesday.
it.
Are you being served?
Yeah, no, you don't.
I love Wednesday.
So we've taken our pork and we've cut it into some manageable pieces.
That's good. I was wondering how we were going
Manageable
to
pieces.
work that
I like
out.
that.
It's kind of a challenge on a.
It smells so
Nice.
good.
We're
You
gonna
know, the
layer
studio
that.
does smell so delicious for the rest of the week. And
It
it's
does.
always like the next day on Thursdays, my guests that come in, I was like, what is that smell? And I'm like, yep, that was yesterday.
Right? We had the
Hate
soy
you missed
sauce
it.
rocking last week.
Yes.
Definitely aromatic. And
You know, that'll be like a meal I'll never forget. That was delicious.
good.
And I have failed to post all of those recipes. We're going to have like a recipe dump probably later on today so we can get caught up.
Yeah.
Yes, we got to get caught up.
We
'cause-
haven't,
And you
I
got to
know.
save all those in a special file.
For,
'cause
for the
that's
cookbook.
For the cookbook.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, absolutely. They are saved
And we
in
need
a special
pictures.
file. Yes, pictures, absolutely.
Ooh, let's see what he's doing now. He's about
we're
to
gonna-
plate
He's
this.
going to try to do this.
See, this is
Watch
where I would mess up
I
and
would
break
too,
all
like
the eggs.
everything be
Sure.
ugly.
Look
Get
how
up there, you.
pretty.
The balancing, yes. Nicely done.
Oh, yeah.
They are gorgeous.
They
It almost
are.
looks like it ought
Thank
to
you,
have little ears
chickens.
and a bunny smile.
Thank you, chickens.
Probably do that with some raisins and right.
Oh, my goodness.
That would be the Pinterest.
That is delicious. Now do the O's.
I'll do
Oh,
those.
here we go.
Warm
Yeah.
it back up again.
Yeah, right-
Don't try
right
this at
to
home.
Make the logo on the things.
That would be super cute.
Here we go.
Hollandaise sauce, which is
It's
nothing more
coming.
than
There we
eggs
go.
and cheese and
Yeah.
Eggs and
I'm sorry, butter.
butter.
Yeah, I love it when they
And
do like
lemon
some
juice.
asparagus.
Lemon juice.
You know,
Yes.
yes, and that crab. Look how beautiful.
Good job, Dave.
I can't wait to try this.
When I suggested that we do this, and I asked him, "Well, can you poach an egg?" He's like, "Pff."
Can I poach in it?
Really? Did you
So-
ask Chef
"That was exactly."
Now I
the
have to tell the egg
response.
poaching story.
Hey, we're
Okay.
gonna have to take a
Yes.
quick break,
Yes,
and
quick
while we get
break
this
and
over here,
egg
so hey, stay
poaching.
tuned.
Yes.
We'll let you know how delicious this Eggs Benedict is by Chef Dave. So we'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine on WEAC TV 24.
Good morning, everyone. Today, temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees, and we will have a 90% chance of rain. And please, everyone, take precautions. Starting at 12 o'clock p.m., we are going to be under a flood watch, and that will be in effect until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And then tomorrow, also, high of 69 degrees with only a 40% chance of rain. And then finally, on Friday, it's going to be a beautiful day with all sunny skies and a high of 70 degrees and only a slight chance of rain at 20%. We are most likely going to see the sun that day, and it's going to be great. I'm Lacey Clance with your TV24 weather.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
Gardens on Air is a unique farm right here in East Central Alabama, family owned and operated since 2010. It is the state's largest indoor hydroponic farm. Gardens on Air's goal is to feed, educate, and be immersed in the community they are located in. They want to teach people what it truly means to eat local and support local. Gardens on Air, located in Oaks Bluff, Alabama.
What's going on, everybody? Scoot from Hooligan Harley, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, ranging anywhere from our new and pre-owned motorcycle inventory, all the parts and accessories you could ever ask for in our parts department, all the gear you could ever need while riding in our motor clothes department, and of course our award-winning service department. Don't forget to check out our events tab on our website to keep up with everything we got going on. And remember, guys, if nobody has it, Hooligan has it. I'll see you soon.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
I'm Lacey Clance with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. James and Jennifer Crumley were sentenced Tuesday to 10 to 15 years in prison each for their roles in the November 2021 high school mass shooting that was committed by their son. They were both found guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, one for each student their son murdered, all ranging from ages 14 to 17. Prosecutors argued that the parents could have prevented the massacre had they taken the smallest of steps, like putting a cable lock on the gun, storing it in a lock safe, and telling the school about the weapon when they were summoned over a troubling drawing their son had made on the morning of the shooting. It featured a gun, a human body bleeding, with the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." The Crumbleys declared to get their son help within 48 hours and returned to their jobs. Just 2 hours later, he fired the first shot. Ethan Crumbley was 15 at the time and pleaded guilty to his crimes and is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Two men accused of kidnapping two women and later robbing a Gunnersville jewelry store have been denied bond and ordered to remain in jail until their trial. According to authorities, Jonathan Banks and Andre Bergen abducted two women and stole their van outside of Birmingham and Brighton on March 28th. Once in the van, deputies say the men drove to Gunnersville with the women tied up in the back. Next, Banks and Bergen stopped at Griffin's Jewelers on Highway 431. Once there, the men stormed into the building and robbed the jewelers. Police say an employee was held at gunpoint until a manager fired his gun at the suspects. While they were inside, the two women in the van broke free of their ties and escaped. Banks and Bergen are charged with armed robbery in Marshall County and with kidnapping in Jefferson County. Tune in to WEAC TV 24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV 24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Fonts.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24. Look at this beautiful creation by Chef Dave. I cannot wait to give this a try, but I've actually been doing pretty good because it's been sitting here and I haven't dug in yet.
No, you haven't.
Do it.
You've done well. So are we ready?
Do it.
Here we
Are
go.
we ready?
Here we go.
Cheers.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see. Here we go. You might want to zoom in on this again. Let's see how it'll.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
pretty
goodness, this
good.
egg is poached
Oh,
so perfectly. Look at this.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good for plastic silverware.
Look at
It
this.
is pretty good for plastic silverware.
Can you see that?
And this is Eggs Benedict.
Oh my goodness.
And eggs, like anything else, continue to have some carryover cooking when you pull them out of the heat, and that's what we've got
This
here.
is
So they're-
absolute
Oh my
perfection.
gosh.
Look at this.
Lovely.
This is a poached egg for sure.
Nicely done.
Holy cow, this is good.
Yes. All right. Now it's time to give it a try.
So these eggs that we use today were not refrigerated. And you ask, why were the eggs not refrigerated?
They
Well,
were hatched like this morning, right?
well, not this morning, but not very long ago. And if you don't refrigerate them to begin with, then you don't have to keep them refrigerated. The thing with fresh eggs is that they haven't been washed until you're ready to use them, and they haven't been sprayed with a chlorine thing to cut down on the bacteria. And so fresh eggs will stay fresh for you up to 3 weeks without refrigeration if you don't wash them ahead of time, because the chickens put on the outside of the egg, the bloom is what it's called in the country, and that keeps the bacteria out of the egg. If you put them in the refrigerator and then you get them out and you let them sweat, then it's more likely that bacteria is going to pierce whatever coating the egg factory put on it, and you're going to end up with bacteria in your eggs. And I don't know if you've ever been sick from eggs before. I have. It's not a good thing.
No.
Not a good look. So there's the wash or not to wash. And so I choose not to wash until you're ready to use the egg.
Now, the farm fresh eggs that we get in the grocery store, we probably ought to refrigerate those. Because
Yes,
they're already
because-
in the refrigerator
yes,
section, right?
exactly.
Okay.
And they've already
Yes.
been washed.
They've been washed.
Yes.
They've already been washed.
So if
And
you wash
bleached.
the eggs, you'll want to
Okay.
put them in the refrigerator.
Yes, absolutely.
This is so delicious.
This is
And
amazing.
beautiful.
Now, did you season the pork?
I did. A little
Okay.
salt and pepper.
Just salt and pepper?
Yep.
Yep.
The hollandaise sauce, you can, I mean, it's so fast to make, I would make it right before I serve it. But if you have leftovers, you can save it and you can heat it back up in the microwave and use it again.
Leftover
But it
hollandaise sauce. How
definitely
silly is
has
that?
to be, it's never happened to me.
You'd have to really make a lot of extra. It's so delicious. All these flavors together, it's just like a,
Nice.
It is.
they just
It's
go together
amazing.
just perfect.
I love the texture of a poached egg with the hollandaise, with the cream on top of it. I think it's just really,
I love Wednesday mornings.
haha.
It definitely, sometimes Wednesdays can be a little challenging. It's the midweek and with this rainy weather, but this morning I was ready to wake up. Let's go.
Me too, and that's a big deal for me. The whole morning thing.
This makes it worth it, though. If you have good
Indeed.
breakfast
Absolutely.
and good friends,
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great
Makes
way
it
to
worth it.
celebrate the midweek.
it is. And my friends that were in this week from Colorado, Rich and I played music together, and he came in and sat in on the show Monday, and we played a few songs. But that's who was talking about poached eggs being their favorite. And this morning, I'm hoping that he's watching, and there you go.
Hey,
maybe
Rich.
some tips on the poached eggs.
Is Rich back in Colorado?
He's back in Colorado.
Where does he live in Colorado?
Colorado Springs.
Okay. Lucy spent many years living in just outside of Denver.
I finally got to meet Lucy. I felt like I knew her when I met her. I had to give her a big hug, and she didn't mind, and I appreciated that, because I thought, as much as, with Facebook and as much as you've talked about her, and when I finally got to meet her, it's like I felt like I'd already known her, but she's so sweet.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys hadn't met either.
I know, right? It just felt like we should know each other.
You're standing over there talking to each other. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice. I actually said to myself, look, Lucy can just show up in a crowd of people, and she knows somebody.
No.
And the person she knew, she didn't know.
She didn't know. Well, we did.
Yes.
We knew each other without knowing each other.
We have a cousin that's in Longmont, Colorado. Two cousins,
Oh, I've been to
actually.
Longmont many times.
Hey, Adrian. Hey, Julian.
Went to Longmont at the National Corrections Academy they had there. National Institute of, National Corrections. Anyway, they had a jail administrator training there. I was there for a week.
Not bad.
Beautiful. I love Colorado.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Not a bad place to be. We went to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence biannual conference in Colorado. The year that the shootings occurred in the theater in Aurora.
Aurora, yeah.
Yes, we were there.
I lived there then.
You lived in Aurora? In Colorado? Yeah, you should talk to Lucy about it. She lived close to Aurora, I think.
Yeah.
We forget we're doing a show here. We're just coming.
I know, we're just
Chowing
having
down.
breakfast together.
We're just having breakfast, so
Hey,
you
tell
guys get
us-
to watch.
Tune in and watch us eat every Wednesday.
And you should definitely be jealous, because
Absolutely.
this was
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
You know, that's
But
the
no
studio
worries.
audience.
Because if you want to eat this delicious food, that's great, because you can. Chef Dave will bring this to your home. He'll serve up breakfast, or you can go to, does Shell's ever do breakfast,
We
Chef?
do a breakfast buffet every Saturday morning.
Okay.
We open at 9 and we serve the buffet until noon, and it's fantastic. We're always looking for, we've got the standards every week. We've got scrambled eggs, bacon, country ham, sausage. We do a mean hash brown casserole, which is a favorite, and biscuits and sweet potato biscuits and pancakes and waffles and
Wow.
Sweet potato biscuits.
sausage gravy and grits and
Oh my goodness, my heart is
fruit.
clogging. Fruit.
There you go. There's
Yeah,
your
just
fruit
about
for a
that.
little sorbet at the end, and it's a big hit. It's one of our most popular days of the week. And,
Yes.
and,
So that's
we-
Saturday mornings? you
Saturday
said?
mornings.
What time does it start?
9 o'clock.
9 till noon.
Yes.
And as you know, I am a fan of cooking breakfast, so
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, yes. Quite the production.
I'm a fan of eating breakfast.
Me too.
Yes. This
And
was
so-
so good.
So delicious.
I think breakfast food is my favorite.
And eventually you'll be able to get an Oven Odyssey cookbook as seen on
Yes,
TV.
as seen on TV.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And farmers markets every weekend now.
On Saturday.
On Saturday in
at-
Jacksonville.
Yeah, how did that go? It's this past Saturday was the opening
It
day,
was the
right?
opening day, and it was a little quiet, actually. It was windy, and it was cold up on that hill. And so
It's hard to get out when it's cold and want to be outside
you know,
shopping.
we said we would be there was why we were there, and so I can see how it'd be easy to, if you were just coming to shop, to not come.
But it was great, nonetheless. It was
It was a
yes,
good day.
windy, but it was a beautiful day. And we stopped by. We saw a bunch of our friends. We've gone
Yes.
enough of these now. We know
Yes.
several people, and it's great fun. And
it was.
it's really a nice farmers market.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Susan, I have a message from you from Marble and Willow. They need more dog treats.
Excellent. Okay,
Like,
we will fix them.
Every time, because I kept them
Yes.
in the refrigerator. Now every time I open the refrigerator, they're standing there like, okay.
Treat
And I'm like,
expectations,
Y'all
right?
you've eaten them all, and they're like, and now when I try to give them their other like little milk bone treats, they're not real milk, but just they kind of sniff
like,
them and act like,
"Mom,
no, this is not what I want. I want Miss Susan's treats.
Well, we will get
So,
right on that.
They are spoiled to them.
The garlic children have fresh
Yes,
treats.
They have fresh treats. They do love their children.
I mean, even Marble, my picky little Shih Tzu. I mean, she'll like take something and smell it. She just I'll have to show you the video. It's so
That's
cute.
awesome.
I sent it to Susan. I had to, I put that
marble
on the
seal of
Facebook
approval.
too.
Yeah.
Marble
That's a
seal of
big deal.
approval. Hey, we're going to go check out a word from some of our sponsors, and again, check in on that local area weather in case you've missed it. Again, you're watching Rise and Shine. Right here is Oven Odyssey Wednesday. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. Today, temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees, and we will have a 90% chance of rain. And please, everyone, take precautions. Starting at 12 o'clock p.m., we are going to be under a flood watch, and that will be in effect until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And then tomorrow, also, high of 69 degrees with only a 40% chance of rain. And then finally, on Friday, it's going to be a beautiful day with all sunny skies and a high of 70 degrees and only a slight chance of rain at 20%. We are most likely going to see the sun that day, and it's going to be great. I'm Lacey Klantz with your TV24 weather.
The Noble Street Festival is coming back to historic downtown Anniston on April 13th. Don't miss your chance for an awesome free kids zone, exciting electric 80-mile-an-hour USA cycling races. We'll have live music all throughout the day with Edgewood Heavy leading the way. We're going to have live animal shows. We're going to have vendors. We expect up to 10,000 people. It'll be a great time. So come down to Noble Street April 13th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the Noble Street Festival in Sunny King Criterion.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klantz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 second news update. James and Jennifer Crumley were sentenced Tuesday to 10 to 15 years in prison each for their roles in the November 2021 high school mass shooting that was committed by their son. They were both found guilty of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, one for each student their son murdered, all ranging from ages 14 to 17. Prosecutors argued that the parents could have prevented the massacre had they taken the smallest of steps, like putting a cable lock on the gun, storing it in a lock safe, and telling the school about the weapon when they were summoned over a troubling drawing their son had made on the morning of the shooting. It featured a gun, a human body bleeding, with the words, "The thoughts won't stop, help me." The Crumbleys declared to get their son help within 48 hours and returned to their jobs. Just 2 hours later, he fired the first shot. Ethan Crumbley was 15 at the time and pleaded guilty to his crimes and is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Two men accused of kidnapping two women and later robbing a Gunnersville jewelry store have been denied bond and ordered to remain in jail until their trial. According to authorities, Jonathan Banks and Andre Bergen abducted two women and stole their van outside of Birmingham and Brighton on March 28th. Once in the van, deputies say the men drove to Gunnersville with the women tied up in the back. Next, Banks and Bergen stopped at Griffin's Jewelers on Highway 431. Once there, the men stormed into the building and robbed the jewelers. Police say an employee was held at gunpoint until a manager fired his gun at the suspects. While they were inside, the two women in the van broke free of their ties and escaped. Banks and Bergen are charged with armed robbery in Marshall County and with kidnapping in Jefferson County. Tune in to WEAC TV 24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV 24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Fonts.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Oven Odyssey Wednesday, where we are the Clean Plate Club. I didn't want that to be over.
No.
That is the only problem I have
Yes.
found with this
I
is
know,
that I
but
didn't
it's
want it to be over. It was so
ending
good.
Place.
So
Yes.
good. And then Miss Susan has something delicious in front of her too.
This is a cranberry walnut bread. I haven't made this for a while, but it was really great the first time I made it. It's got fresh cranberries in it and walnuts that you toast just a little bit before you add them to the recipe. It brings out their flavor, and we're going to see how this. Dave, you want to cut that?
Absolutely.
Now this has
See
the
how
gluten in it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the sugar.
This is
And the
gluten
sugar.
and
Yeah,
sugar.
gluten and sugar.
This is
sugar.
gluten and sugar.
And I know you hate my knife.
Oh my goodness! Now is this banana bread? Can this be found at Cold Coffee? I know your delicious banana bread.
It's cranberry, and I'm going to.
Cranberry bread. I said.
I'm going
banana.
to take some by to them and ask them if they would like to sell this as well. Yeah, Cold Coffee has been good enough to let us put our banana bread product in there, and we've got one that is full of everything, and then we have a gluten-free also that's really quite tasty. Doesn't taste like sand or cardboard like so many gluten-free things do. And then after that we're going to try and house the brownie that will change your life somewhere. Yes. The
Yeah,
brownie that will
those brownies were so
weren't
delicious.
they amazing. The brownie that will change your life. Look at that.
So at Cold Coffee, you can find that delicious Miss Susan's banana bread every
Look, that looks
morning.
pretty
So
nice.
grab
That
you a
looks
cup
very good.
of your favorite hot drink and
Yes,
Get a
a
cup of-
piece of banana bread. And this is cranberry bread.
This is cranberry bread, which goes well with coffee.
It does.
Yeah.
Everything goes well with coffee.
And I think everything goes well with cranberry bread. Too.
Probably so. Look,
There you
take a
go.
picture for the book.
Yes, for the book.
Nicely
Indeed.
done.
Back up.
Nicely done.
This looks
All right,
delicious.
are we going to taste it? While we're tasting
You want a
this,
fresh fork? Yes.
Yes.
Fresh.
I'm
fresh
just going to use
fork.
my hand, my fingers.
or
Is that okay?
fingers.
Fresh fork. You
Yes.
can have a fork if you,
Okay.
if you want to be polite.
Proper, polite.
We certainly don't
Hey.
want to be continental. We are.
Since you're
we
on
are,
live
after
TV and
all, descendants of British Empire. we must try to do things in the proper way.
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
We don't
I
need-
just want to pick it up and eat it.
We don't want to just
All
grab
right,
off
you
it.
ready?
Here we go.
Here we go.
We're going in.
You two are a dynamic duo. Do you know that?
Oh my
That's
goodness.
so good.
That's all
It's
right,
almost
isn't
as
it?
if we're related. Or something.
I
Almost as
know.
if you're related here.
Almost.
So tell us the poached egg story.
So the poached egg story, John was talking off camera about where I really want to learn how to poach an egg, and it made me think back to it's been probably 20 years, and we were opening a restaurant, me and a friend of mine, and we had opened on Monday, we'd worked all week. It's Saturday night, and the plan is to do a Sunday brunch, and we're still working out the Sunday brunch menu. And John says, well, let's do lobster eggs Benedict. I said, well, that sounds fantastic.
That does.
I said, how do you poach an egg, John? And he looked at me and he said, that's a really good question. And this was before the Google. And we ended up at a Waffle House paying a nice young lady by the egg to teach us how to poach eggs at 2 in the morning. And,
Really?
Yes. And we mastered the art. So
I didn't know they poached eggs at the Waffle House.
They don't.
Oh.
they don't, but she did. And she was quite informative and instructional. So that's the poached egg story. So
That's an interesting, they're your short order cooks have all the tricks.
I tell you, the short order cooks and the line cooks of the world are some of the most talented people on the planet. They're the ones cooking your meal. You think your chef's back there with a saute pan, but it's the cooks that are doing it.
Wow.
So hats
So we
off to
thank
them.
y'all.
They do a great job.
So who needs culinary school? You can just go to a Waffle House.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Get a job at a Waffle House. And then
Learn how to poach an egg.
Anybody that can deal with people at 2 a.m. at Waffle House is
A hero.
You know, a hero, absolutely.
I like going there and sitting at the counter so you can see them cooking that stuff.
Yes.
I just think it's so much fun.
It is. Waffle House is an experience of its own.
It
We're
is.
giving them a shout out. There you go.
Yeah, shout out to Waffle House.
And the servers there call in their orders, and you know it all has a code that I don't know what it is.
They mark the plates.
They mark
So
the
they do.
plates.
So when they call out the order, the cook puts the plates out, and where he puts the bread or the toast or the whatever he uses to mark it tells him what he's making. So it's
clever.
yes,
That's interesting.
It
Very
is
clever.
it's sneaky good, but to be
The-
able to do
the
that is,
code.
I need a ticket when I'm in my kitchen. I gotta read it.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Anybody that can do that is a remarkable.
Smothered, covered,
individual.
scattered.
Scattered, smothered,
Chunked.
covered, diced, and chunked.
Wow.
That's where it's at.
That's how I like mine. Well, I appreciate that, Waffle House person for
Yes.
teaching you how
to
to
poach.
poach an egg, because that was absolutely delicious. And I did not realize how easy it was. The hollandaise sauce, I mean, this is definitely something that you can do easily at home. But if you don't want to do it, just call Chef Dave in
Absolutely.
and he'll come do it for you. Right?
Anything for a
Absolutely.
price.
Anything. So a breakfast bar, if you like, or
We're
if you're
not
having like
cheap,
a
but we can be had.
yeah, in the mornings, if you have like guests in and you need it and you don't feel like cooking and you want to have a chef come to your house,
Great
and
idea.
Got
Well,
an
you know,
office
it's-
meeting coming up or a conference, give us a call. We can
Yep.
get it set up for
Prom
you.
season is just about over, I think, but it may be cranking up. But
Graduation's just
graduation, if you're having a prom or a graduation, and you know how kids, they go to the prom, they spend 5 minutes at the dance getting their picture
Yes.
taken, and then they disappear.
They do.
And at dawn they're having breakfast at some strange place. Have them come home to your house and have Chef Dave there.
I'm just gonna
To
feed
make
them
breakfast
pizza.
for
Chef
the-
Dave can make me breakfast for all of the work it takes to
For
get
the
them ready.
graduation party
Yes.
or whatever, yes,
Yes.
you can do all kinds of a lot of celebratory things happening.
Yes. Well, that does remind me, Chef, I do have a graduation party coming up for my oldest bonus kid. I've got 2 bonus sons, and one of them is graduating, and we're having a
Excellent.
party. So don't let me forget to talk to you about that, because we
Lovely.
would love for you
We will
to
do it. We'll be
bring
happy
some
to
of
do
your culinary treasures.
We would be very excited to do that for you.
Thank you.
Because the teenage palate is so discerning.
Yeah.
Right.
If I asked him,
There
he'd
might
probably
be
be
a
like,
parent or two around.
yeah. He'll
Right.
probably say something like, I want pizza. What are those little pizza rolls or pizza bites?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but no.
Those things.
We could do an upscale of
We can do
the
that.
kids
Yeah, we'll make you
stuff.
some Hot Pockets.
Oh, that'd be
Pockets.
awesome.
Hot Pockets were
Gourmet
great
Hot
in
Pockets.
college.
Homemade Hot Pockets. That would be so cool. That would be kind of fun to theme it around like kids stuff,
Sure.
but that tastes way better because you're cooking it. And then maybe some delicious baked goods as
Yes,
well.
this needs
so.
a little more sugar, I think.
Oh, I thought it was
College
delicious.
dorm food.
Thank
See,
you.
I don't think we have college dorm food anymore because I think all these universities have these wonderful big
Yeah.
kitchens. And
We should do a ramen noodle
Cafeterias.
segment.
yes, yes.
Ooh.
See, I lived on like
It's wretched.
ramen noodles and Hot Pockets, and we had a little 24-hour convenience store just off campus where they had those hot dogs that just kept
Yes.
Yes.
You wonder how long they've been
Yes.
there.
Right.
I'm wondering what you're really
Like you want to
eating.
mark one and see
Lots
how
of
many
grilled
hours
cheese
it's spent in
sandwiches.
there.
Yep, and that's we had a cafeteria, but it wasn't much better than the dorm.
But now you're right. Like Gadsden State's cafeteria is one of the best places to eat, and it's open if you just want to have a good lunch, especially Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah.
There you go.
It is great.
just-
yeah.
Yes, JSU's got it going on in their cafeteria as well. They've got
haven't
some
tried that.
amazing choices there, and so
Yeah, kids just don't understand anymore how
kids don't know how bad we had it.
I
and
know.
how
you got to
hard it
survive.
was.
College was
Yes.
all about survival.
Yes,
It really was. And
was.
ramen noodles. You're
Ramen
right. I mean, that
noodles.
was you get creative with them. I'm here for a ramen noodle segment.
I got
just to
creative
show
with
how
little
creative.
Green
I think we
peas
should
in
do
your
it.
ramen noodles.
There you
And
go.
we would love to hear
That's your
from you
vegetable.
too if there's something in particular that you would like Chef Dave to teach you how to cook, or if you just want like a refresher on something. Please give us a comment and let us know, and make sure to share it and like it. Is there anything else? We're almost done for the day. Wednesdays fly by so fast.
Follow us on Facebook, and you can keep up with the recipes and the goings on of Oven Odyssey Baking and Catering.
Baking and catering.
Yep, the phone number's right here, 938-899-4222.
Yes.
Give them a call if you have any kind of catering needs or any kind of, and cold coffee. Make sure to go back. And cold coffee, I suggest that you carry this cranberry bread because it's delicious.
Yes. Go to Cold Coffee, get coffee, cranberry bread, or banana bread.
Tasty treats.
Every Saturday at the farmer's market, you can see
Yes.
Susan in her booth, and then every Saturday morning it's
Come see me
So
at
follow
Shell's
them on
downtown.
Facebook. That's our time
Hit the
today. Make
farmers
sure you
market.
tune in tomorrow. We've got our friends from Gadsden State coming in. And thank you for tuning in. Make sure to share and like and follow us on Facebook and follow Oven Odyssey as well. So we wish you a wonderful, happy Wednesday. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.